Thank you, Melissa. I love you. And good evening. It is a meaningful privilege to join you tonight for the Dee Dee Hirsch Mental Health Services Erasing the Stigma Awards. You know, there is a disturbing thought in our culture that equates net worth with self-worth. That is a lie. Every life has value. And suicide is a destroyer that does not discriminate, from battlefields to sports fields to the high-powered corner office to those living in poverty. Every race, religion, gender, background, age, circumstance, mental health issues, and suicide impacts all of us. And more Americans die each year from suicide than auto accidents. And the VA shares that every day, 22 military, veteran human beings, valued human beings, die from suicide. Addiction is ravaging families of every socioeconomic background. And when people suffer from addiction, mental illness, suicide thoughts, it can feel very lonely and hopeless. And erasing the stigma reminds us that we're not alone. There is hope. There is a brighter tomorrow. And thank you for being here as we work to erase the stigma. It is a special honor to be one of the first women to serve on the board of directors for NFLPA. And thank you. The last 25 years of my life building our company, getting back up after failures too many to count, that has prepared me for the responsibility of serving on the NFLPA board. And like the lifespan of many athletes, my long ago modeling career had a short shelf life. And had the modeling industry had an entity such as NFLPA, many careers would have found new paths. Precious lives would have been protected and saved. The NFLPA brings opportunities of business, marketing, licensing, philanthropy, protection for health, physical and mental. The NFLPA has partnered with their nonprofit partner, Active Minds, and is a leader in destigmatizing mental health through education, research, and advocacy. So please view the clip here.
When I was depressed, I withdrew from everybody. I mean, I didn't call friends. They would invite me out to birthday parties and all this stuff. I wouldn't go out because I was embarrassed.
My relationship with George actually started during his transition out of the game. So I've actually seen the depression side pretty close up, and it was just hard to see him struggle with his situation with his children and then his situation with his career transition.
Aside from not being able to play football, not being in the locker room, all those things that everybody goes through, my own personal issues were guilt about, because I had kids out of wedlock. I just didn't feel like that I was winning in that area in life.
We are a counseling family, and the great thing about being married to an athlete is he's pretty coachable. So if he goes to somebody who is an expert in a field and you give him a regimen or you give him some tools to follow, it's been so helpful for him, for me, for our kids.
Just to look back on all those things, you're just man, I'm so thankful that I sought help. You can put all these things back together, be successful, and have a good life, and feel good about yourself like every single day. I just want guys to get help because they're going through things and we don't always talk about it. And it's just important.
It is a privilege to introduce a true hero to you tonight, who will be receiving the Erasing the Stigma Award on behalf of NFLPA. Donald Penn is an American football offensive tackle who has played for great teams, including the Buccaneers and the Raiders. In addition to his spectacular talents on the field, Donald has an enormous heart. Donald hosts annual book bag and Christmas shopping events for youth. He believes in giving back, and he supports the work of Didi Hirsch Mental Health Services. Donald is joined tonight by his father, Donald Penn Sr., and Donald is the perfect ambassador to receive the Erasing the Stigma Award on behalf of NFLPA. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Donald Penn.
That thing felt like a little 5-pound weight. It's a little heavy right there. My name is Donald Penn. I've been blessed to play 13 years in the NFL, and I'm planning on still playing. On behalf of the NFL Players Association, I want to thank the Didi Hirsch Mental Health Services and all of the supporters for this award. Please give me a round of applause for that. The NFL's Players Association does a lot to normalize the conversation around mental issues. Their mental health awareness efforts have a positive impact on all players and their family. But now I'm going to hit on a little things that you guys might not know. I've been blessed to play 13 years in the league. And when you look at this and it says erasing the stigma, you have to look at NFL players. We come into the league with a stigma. We're strong, tough guys who could do anything, could get through anything, and we're not meant to break. But I've been in the league 13 years, and a lot of guys I've been around have issues. And with you having that stigma, it's hard to commit and ask for help because you're looked upon as somebody who's supposed to be able to do everything and be the toughest, strongest guy. That's how they look at us as football players. And I've seen guys who have needed help and have been scared to ask for help. So I'm so happy that the NFLPA has opened up so many opportunities for guys to get help. And I'm proud of that because it's a tough thing to accept and ask for help being looked at as a strong, physical, tough guy. And, another thing about the NFLPA, they have stuff where they can do it confidentially. So they don't know. And with the concussion thing going around, some guys come to the league without any mental issues. And then after getting hit in the head a couple of times, you develop little things. So I'm so happy that they do have this for NFL players because I've seen players go and get help. Because I've been in the league for 13 years, I've been blessed, so I've seen a lot. I've seen players go and get help, and I've seen how their life's changed. I have some friends that have gotten help, and how their life's changed, where they were single, running the streets, and now after they got help, they're married, 2, 3 kids, family, living great. They have something more to live for. So I just want to make it clear that it's an honor to be here and accept this award, and I am very grateful for what the NFLPA has done opening up things and expanding things around the league for people to get help, because it's tough. It's very tough to accept something when you know you have it and you're looked upon as a tough guy. So I am honored to accept this leadership award for the NFLPA and the current football players all across the league, staff and families, and part of it. And I just want to say thank you for having me, and I appreciate it so much. And thank you, and we will keep this thing going.